Apollo and his friend Ling had been together since kindergarten, giving them a lot of time to fall into a comfortable routine with each other. Ling was a talkative girl, with a compulsion to share pretty much every unfiltered thought that came across her mind, whereas Apollo preferred to sit in silence, keeping most of his thoughts to himself. It was an arrangement that worked well for both of them. For the past several minutes, though, Ling had become unusually quiet. When she finally did speak, her voice sounded soft and uncertain. "Will you do something for me? Ling scratched her nose and looked away from Apollo, her cheeks becoming flushed as she followed the flight of a nearby butterfly with her eyes. "Ling?" Apollo couldn't recall ever seeing his friend look so nervous, nor had he had to prompt her to continue speaking before. She rubbed her hands together and then began to speak again. "You are going to forget me." Apollo wasn't sure what Ling meant by forget her. How could he forget his best friend? "I'm not going to forget you. I'll be stuck in my room the entire summer with nothing to do." It frustrated Apollo that Ling was wasting their last few hours together, reminding him how he would spend summer alone. She knew this was a topic he didn't want to think about. "You've got to get a cell phone, Apollo, or a computer or something. What are we supposed to do for the next 3 months? The stupid Tom Bomb isn't going to let you play or even come over to my house." Tom Bomb was the secret code name they used whenever they talked about his father's assistant. Her real name was Jamie Plover, but her attitude toward Apollo had led to the friends giving her a less flattering nickname. They had started by calling her the Angry Tomato, owing to her red hair and angry disposition. However, that was too long and was quickly shortened to Angry Tom, which eventually morphed into Tom Bomb. 2 months earlier, after Apollo's mother had unexpectedly died in a car accident, his father had left him under the care of Mrs. Plover. Sometimes, Apollo wondered if Ling hated her more than he did. When Apollo had related to Ling the details of how roughly Jamie had treated him following the car accident that had killed his mother and that he had barely escaped from, Ling had become infuriated on his behalf. She'd hugged him tightly, and for the first time since the accident, Apollo had cried. Apollo and Ling had tried to arrange playdates at their homes during the intervening months, but Jamie absolutely would not allow it. As a result, the only time they saw each other was at Willowbee's Academy, where they attended school together. "I still think we should poison Tom Bomb," Ling giggled. "Or accidentally push her in front of a car?" Apollo rolled his eyes. "Okay, not murder then, but it is seriously unfair the way she treats you. And anyway, I'm going to go crazy if I have to be alone all summer. Who am I going to talk to?" Apollo imagined his friend slowly filling up with unspoken words, getting bigger and bigger, until boom, she exploded, sentences flying everywhere. "What's so funny?" she asked. But before Apollo could answer, she continued. "Anyway, I think I have an idea for how we can get rid of Tom Bomb." Ling spent the next several minutes detailing a plan and trying to talk Apollo into carrying it out. When she was done, he shook his head fervently. "No, absolutely not." Ling persisted, but then once again fell silent. Apollo wondered what was bothering her. For her to run out of things to say twice in the same day was highly unusual. After a few moments, Ling turned her head back up and looked at him nervously. "Apollo?" She paused and then held out her hand, offering him her phone. "Take it, even if you don't want to use it to get the Tom Bomb. See, I can text you from my tablet.